Hey everyone, it's me, Anime Gaming Nerd here, bringing my review for Beelzebub Chapter 236. Now, this Beelzebub chapter, I'm gonna get into it a little bit, but I'm gonna say this. According from what I've heard with the weekly Shonen Jump rankings, Shonen Jump is going to, within the next 4 weeks, I think actually not start, it's not gonna start next week, but the week afterwards, they're going to bring in, I believe, 4 new series. Once for the next, starting, like, not this week, but the following week for the next 4 weeks. And every time you guys, in case you don't know, every time Shonen Jump starts a new series in their magazine, a series gets an act. So this means 4 series are going to end. Now, my guess these are going to be, like, let me go get the rankings over here. Yeah, it's like, I think the 4 series to get the cut will be Iron Knight, Hachi, Kyo no Cupid, and it pains me to say this, but I hope if it is gonna get axed, I hope it's the last one of these like 4 series to get it. I mean, we will only have 5 more chapters, which is of course Beelzebub, since for months now, ever since like the last couple arcs, Beelzebub has been doing piss poor in the rankings. This week, it is at the very fucking bottom of the rankings, and you do not want to be at the very fucking bottom of the rankings. So yeah, and I'm just gonna say this real fast, like, if in case Beelzebub doesn't during the next 5 weeks, I have an announcement to make. Now, there's no guarantee I'm going to exactly review it, but if I feel I'm knowledgeable enough and I enjoy it enough, I'll get into Toriko. Yeah. So, for all you Toriko fans out there that have been wanting me to get into Toriko, Twilight Under Nostradamus, yeah, I got news for you. There's a chance, most likely, within the next month, I'll get into Toriko. So, yeah. Basically, this chapter, now that's out of the way, I'll get into the Beelzebub chapter review. Basically, the chapter picks up with Oda and Kuneida walking around the school, and Kuneida is more so filling Oga in on some of the things, but she also asks him why did he let Baby Beal leave. And Oga more so responds that he feels it was best to be with his real mother. And what happens here is the fact that someone from the second pillar in Fuichi shows up, and they tell him how bad things have gone. And Oga's like, where's Tojo? And he sees the fact that Tojo is frozen solid. Now this, I feel like Tojo got trolled a bit, because this is something that I feel like we should have seen. Basically, in order to protect the fights that Himigawa set, Tojo, by himself, fought 100 dudes from Shinkyo High before he got turned to stone, along with all the dudes he defeated. That is some, like, I wish we got to see this. Especially the fact that we never really saw in the whole series Tojo go all out. And is it just me, or does Fuji look a lot like Tojo? I swear the two look so much alike, I'm going to bet they're fucking related. In some ways. And what it is the fact that the demon from the second pillar gives Oga the device that will restore his link between him and Baby Beal. All he has to do is say, return. And the reason why he has to use this device and just not let Hilda bring Baby Beal back is because Saiyans' power is so strong it prevents teleportation unless you use this device. Then Fuji and Saiyan show up, and then more so the demon from the second pillar will try and hold him off, and Kuneida takes Oga away and slams him onto the wall. She gives him this whole speech on their bond with Baby Beal, how much important Baby Beal was to Oga, and this right here actually, now I won't lie, I'm a bit of an Oga Kuneida shipper, and she even actually confessed her love for Oga in this part where she says, you're not the same Oga I fell head over heels for. And as she's talking, she's being turned to stone by Saiyan, and she says before she gets turned to stone, whatever happens, Oga's Hatsumi, you never let baby Beal cry. And this thing says, what a tough chick. And then, the highlight of the chapter for me. Olga uses the device, then we see the words that. And then, Alden, Hilda show up, and with baby motherfucking Beal behind Olga's back. This was alright. This was a great chapter of Beelzebub, especially I guess if you're a bit of a supporter of Kuneida and Olga like me. There was that whole confession. Then we have baby Beal returning to Olga, which now my biggest fear right now, aside from Beelzebub getting axed, is Olga is going to one-shot Satan and Fuji. Because I would like to at least have perhaps like 4 of these like potential final chapters. Have Olga fight Fuji and Satan together instead of just one-shotting them. And then we get like, I guess, a final epilogue chapter or something, like an end, which, yeah, hopefully, though Beelzebub isn't one of the 4 series getting axed, hopefully there's actually a mangaka that's like, you know what, I'll just end my series naturally right here, right now. But, yeah, so, and Beelzebub can at least stay put till the next batch of cancellations. Then perhaps the mangaka could try to give Beelzebub a natural, like, decent ending. Though, like, I heard Reborn, I believe, when it ended, wasn't doing so good in its rankings, and I haven't read Kentucky Hitman Reborn, but from what I've heard, the ending to Reborn sucked and was completely and utterly rushed. So, yeah. And my only really problem with this chapter is that I didn't like how Tojo Morso fought all those guys and got turned to stone off screen. That's something I wish we kind of saw, but yeah, overall this was a great Beelzebub chapter. What are your guys' thoughts on it? Give me your thoughts down below. Did you like the chapter? Did you hate it? Were you somewhere in the middle? If you guys like this video, leave a like. If you dislike it, leave a dislike. And yeah, I am a gamer, and signing out. Peace. Also, don't forget to subscribe.